Very good morning to all of you. It's about to be noon now. So, in any case, you guys have been here since morning. I hope you all had breakfast and enjoy your, mornings. And I hope that you all had something to do with your health, because I am a propagator of good work lifestyle where you are going to do good work. Apart from that, you are going to maintain your health, your social cycle, where there is a good combination, and then you preserve yourself to run every mile with high rigor and high power. We are in a celebration mode, no doubt about it, and we must be proud as well. We must be proud as well of all the achievements that we are making as India. India is celebrating the G20 presidentship. We are also celebrating the Chandrayaan landing on the moon, which is an unprecedented, means first history, first moment that has been ever created by any country. So while we celebrate, the celebration should not make us complacent. We must understand that so many times it so happens that we start celebrations, but in the celebration we forget why we are, we have to carry other goals as well. So complacency has to be removed immediately upon celebration. Don't celebrate too much that you stop looking at the future. And similarly, pride is to be balanced by humbleness. So we should, as Indians, now we are going to host so many people from different countries, G20 countries. So all of you, including me and all of us, are expected to be humble towards our guests who are going to adorn the land in India. So my great respects to Dr. Amrendra Kathua, Mr. Anmol Sovit, Dr. D.K. Bandyopadhyay, who has just left, Justice Rajesh Tandon, and Dr. Neeru Sharan, Dr. Shefali Raijada, Professor Dr. Aditya Tomar, I'm so sorry, Professor Dr. Arvind P. Bhanu, and Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla. Thank you for having me invited in this program, which is itself a very good name, Verbum Bellum 3.0. So that's are you aware about Verbum Bellum? What is the meaning of it? Anyone can spell out the meaning? Oh my God, none of you is aware. What is the meaning of this particular term? War of words. War of words. So preparing the war, preparing yourself for the warfare. It's a war of words. You are going to have a great debate, I am sure. And I would definitely wish you all the very best for the debate. But what are the complacency that sometimes happen in the debates? The complacency that happens is so many times we are just stick to our own mind. We are not able to logically connect to what we are saying. And then when we are not able to logically connect to what we are saying, therefore we lose the debate. So complacency, therefore at times you have your own narrative of presenting yourself into a debate. But so many times you may require, as it happens constantly in the courts, that the arguments that I prepare, I have to just completely revise those arguments when I am arguing before the court. So being a respondent counsel, being a petitioner counsel, why so? Because the situations as it develops, it affords you an opportunity to bring about a new argument. So while you are debating, definitely go through your own system of preparation of arguments, but at the same time, be always ready to revise them, to recheck them, and to bring about something new on the platter, which is relevant at the same time. So today I want to take you to a journey through history, a journey that unveils the story of a forgotten hero. That is late Mr. B.N. Rao. He was the first Indian representative at the UN Security Council, Constituent Assembly member, civil servant, and a diplomat and a lawyer by profession. He played a crucial role in shaping the very foundation of our nation, the Indian Constitution, means, so all of us talk about late Mr. B.R. Ambedkar. I think how many of you knew about Dr. B.N. Rao? So only 3-4 hands I am seeing. So there are 2 more. So very less of you would know about him, but he had been a great personality in this, and we must remember today as we are celebrating the G20 presidentship and the onset of a big program in September. So in an era when the world was navigating complex changes, Mr. Rao embarked on a quest across continents. He traveled to the US, Canada, Ireland, and the United Kingdom, where he had personal consultations with judges, scholars, and authorities on constitutional law. So we are all aware about that we frame the constitution, but we are also aware about that there are so many ideas which have been borrowed from different countries in the constitution, including directive principles, the fundamental rights, various executive rights, and so many things. So how many of you think that the constitution which was created some 70 years back, more than 70 years back, should have some revision? Should we revise it? So why should we do it? So many times what happens means, first of all, we had borrowed the constitutional principles. So many borrowed principles were there. Later on in the Kedarnath judgment, Golaknath judgments, and then Kedar judgment, these principles were declared to be basic principles. But these basic principles were arising out from those borrowed principles. When India got independent, there was something we were not aware how to really conduct ourselves, just like a nascent boy or girl. He or she starts walking on the earth. He or she is merely able to run. So now in a running position, can we remain in the same constitutional positions? So in my mind, definitely means even the basic principles, even the basic structure as we talk about in the constitutional various constitutional judgments, they would require some overhauling, some reconsideration as per current times. What we were not 70 years back, we are today. So therefore, in terms of today, we must bring about a new constitution. So definitely means this is the thought I share. You may agree or differ, but at the same time, I say, because as the time progresses, we all need some renewal of energy, renewal of thought, renewal of the process. So the constitution which is going around, we are seeing it for last 73 years. So this also may require certain renewal despite all the overhauls which have been done by way of amendments, but certain principles are required to be exchanged, reinvented. So we were talking about Mr. B.N. Rao. Imagine this remarkable man traveling oceans, exchanging and engaging with judges, scholars, and constitutional experts. His vision was not only to draft India's constitution, but he also drafted the Burma's constitution before India's constitution, leaving a legacy that spanned borders. While his name may not be as familiar to us as some other historical figures, his impact is undeniable. So fast forward to today, as India takes the helm of the G20 presidency, we stand at the cusp of transformative era, an important moment for the legal fraternity. Why I say so? Because our nation's legal industry is valued almost around $2 billion. Are you aware how much is the global valuation of the legal industry? Anyone? So we are standing at a $2 billion worth in the legal industry. The global legal industry is almost around $900 billion. So the percentile that we are less than even 1%. But at the same time, the difference that can be is we are a nation of young. We are a nation of youth. More than 65% are following below 35 years of age. Around 30% people are falling below 25 years of age. So that's gonna be your strength. That's where you stand. So what you can do with your precision, with your remarkable journey in your careers, you can bring India a big cusp of this pie. So your target could be that you bring the Indian legal industry from a mere $2 billion industry to maybe $100 billion industry in say around coming 10 years time period. But for doing that, what all you may need to do, now that foreign law firms have been allowed to come in India, so similarly on a exchange basis, so similarly you guys can also go to practice in foreign countries. So you must aim. I'm just reminding, I'm just telling you these are the facts. This is the platform. This is the mountain Everest where you can scale high and then give name to yourself and to your nation, to your society as a whole. So calibrate yourself with high skills. Unless you really do it, you can't really make to the high level. So calibration would require certain elements of thought. Those elements would be your own building yourself strong. As I started with, your good fitness will help you, good communicative skills will help you, good social skills will help you. So there are so many things, and at the same time when you're part of the legal industry, so whatever you are going to vision that I want to be our green counsel, or I want to be a corporate counsel, I want to be in judiciary, I want to be XYZ. So whatever it be, you must perform. You must give results. You must look at, this is my vision, this is what I want to achieve, but at the same time, this should not be merely me. The industry is for the purpose of giving services to the other. So the services should be honest, not complacent based. So therefore, you have to tight your boot and go for this hill and earn yourself a name, earn the nation name, and we all would be very proud of you. So this way we will not be complacent, and of course humbleness will play a vital role, and of course another thing is compassion. While you do good things, while you reach high altitudes of life, you must give some social benefits to people around you. Always be ready to help whoever comes to seek help from you. So with this message, I would not have taken more time from you. Thank you for hearing me in this August, on this August 23rd, 24th day, where yesterday only we landed on the Chandrayaan, and let's hope we get a good visual image how we look from there. So with all that, thank you so much.